if you're like a general contractor, a remodeling contractor, maybe even like smaller job contractors, plumbers, electricians, handyman. If you're in a very competitive area, I'm talking like Los Angeles, Chicago, like places that are super, super competitive, then Yelp might be something that you try. And full disclosure, if you've seen my stuff in the past, like I'm not a huge fan of Yelp. I'm not a huge fan of most of these companies that do mass market lead generation or sell leads. But sometimes you just got to do what works. And once in a while, Yelp works. And I saw it firsthand on a client who is a general contractor, does remodels, custom homes, additions in like the heart of Los Angeles, in the most competitive area. And we did SEO for him for like 2 years. And even though we made good progress and we got him ranking on page 1 for all sorts of things, it never turned into a whole lot of jobs for him. Leads would trickle in here and there. But the funny thing is the leads that turned into jobs seem to come from Yelp a lot of the times. And people would go to Yelp, they'd look through the pictures and the reviews there, and then they would go onto their website and they'd look through the pictures and the videos, and they had like a lot of video testimonials and stuff, and they looked through all that, and then they would fill out the contact form on the website. And so we'd be able to see in Google Analytics that even though this lead came through the website, it actually originated at Yelp. And I think the reason that this is because Yelp spends a lot of money to be number 1 in Los Angeles, and Yelp invests a lot of money to be number 1 on Google and to advertise on Google in the most competitive areas, because that's where they can get the most return for their money. And so, Yelp's entire business model is get contractors to pay them monthly, and then you pay for, use Google ads and SEO to get leads for those contractors. And so, for a lot of people who try it, it doesn't work out, but every once in a while, it's a good source of leads, and it's a good lesson for all of us. It doesn't matter, when it comes to marketing for a local business, you have to try a lot of things. And there's certain things, like I can look at a situation in a market and I can know in a couple minutes like in which order I am going to try these different marketing methods. And I have other videos where I talk about the order of operations. Like I always start with organic, and then we look at different ways to pay to play, like Google ads, local service ads, Facebook ads. And we work our way, up the ladder to the things that are less likely to work or to produce less of an ROI. Near the top of the ladder is buying leads from like Angie Leads or Yelp even, because typically those are going to be the least profitable leads that we get and offer us the least amount of control as far as the lead generation goes. But if I was a contractor in a busy area, and I've already have a website and I've already invested in SEO and I'm on Google Maps and I have reviews and I've done all that stuff, then I might look at spending a few $100 a month on Yelp and see what happens. Now, if you're not tracking your leads properly and you can't tell if a lead comes from Yelp or comes from Google Organic or comes from Google Maps, then you're not going to know if it's working or not. And if that's the case, if you're going to invest money in marketing in general, you should probably work with a professional. I'm not just saying that because I own a marketing company. Like, I'm saying that as a business owner, as a contractor. Like, that's just the smartest thing to do. So it's important that you're able to track things as accurately as possible, so that when you spend $1,000 on Yelp and you make, you get 2 jobs and you make $5,000, now you know that you put 1,000 in and you got 5,000 out. But if you get a bunch of leads and you have no idea which channel they came from, it's eventually going to lead you to a hurtful or a painful situation when you need to make some decisions and you have no idea what's working and what isn't. So Yelp might be worth a try. I always say don't sign any long-term contracts. Usually they'll give you like a credit if you sign up. I did this many years ago. They gave me a $300 credit, and that's the story for another day. I didn't end up continuing that service. But usually they'll give you a free credit so you can try it out. So try it out. Don't sign up for any long-term contracts. If you find this information helpful, I'd be very grateful if you hit the subscribe button. That's a signal to YouTube to show my channel to more people. So, be really helpful for me if you do that. So anyway, hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.